What do we call freedom? She keeps her paperwork inside the kitchen drawer, next to birthday candles and first grade report cards. Every knock against the door pulls the room completely still, even when it's only neighbors coming up the hill. She memorized the numbers for a lawyer and a friend, keeps a backpack by the hallway just in case it starts again. Her little girl asked why they go quiet at the door, so she smiles and says it's nothing while trying to still her hands. He stopped holding his husband's hand in certain parts of town, started reading every room before he sat himself down. Nothing loud had happened yet, no shattered glass or screams, just the slow shrinking of what freedom used to mean. Now they leave a little earlier, don't linger after dark, measure safety by the silence in the parking lot. He laughs the same at dinner, still kisses him goodbye, but part of him stays watchful now, even with the lights on inside. What do we call freedom if some people have to whisper to survive? What do we call safety if it depends who's asking why? What do we call home if fear is threaded through the smallest hours of your life? What do we call truth when memory must fight to be recognized? She stopped saying certain titles out loud in her class, learned which chapters draw complaints and which ones disappear fast. A parent at the meeting called discomfort inappropriate, like history should flatter us instead of telling it straight. The books are getting thinner now, certain names don't make the list. Whole generation softened into something easier to miss, and every shelf they empty leaves another silence there, another name once held in print dissolving into air. She checks the news before appointments now, before she signs her name, like lost in change overnight, and still expect to trust the same women trading quiet warnings in the corners of the room, learning how to choose between impossible things. Everyone keeps saying this is freedom, while the choice is narrowed down until safety starts depending on your money, zip code, name, or town. And every right they chip away reveals how thin the ground has always been. Some people move through this country carrying more fear than air. He taught his son to keep his hands where everyone could see, how to lower his voice in stores, how to leave without a scene. Not because he'd done something wrong, not because he wasn't kind, because some people see danger long before they see a child. A woman at the office learns which version gets believed, which tone sounds professional, which curls are read as too much. And every room that asks for proof before extending basic trust leaves another person shrinking just to make it through untouched. We were taught this country held more than one story, more than one name was saying, more than one place to belong, that every voice that carried here deserved to carry on. So why does fear decide who gets to belong? Until all lives move carefully through rooms that feel like tests, until kindness and memory are treated like threats. Every generation says we've seen this weather before, and holds its breath to see what carries through when this one ends. What do we call freedom if some people have to whisper to survive? What do we call safety if it depends who's asking why? What do we call home if fear is threaded through the smallest hours of your life? What do we call truth when memory must fight to be recognized?